Klopp hinted that Liverpool could enter the transfer market. Liverpool boss Jürgen Klopp has hinted that the Reds may return to the transfer market to resolve their midfield issues. After signing Darwin, Nunez, Calvin Ramsey and Fabio Carvalho early on, it has been widely reported that the Merseyside club has wrapped up their inbound work this summer. But after midfield maestro Thiago Alcantara's injury in his opening game against Fulham that took him off the field for weeks, as well as injuries to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Curtis Jones, last season's Champions League finalists now look light in the middle of the season. Speaking ahead of his clash with Crystal Palace in the Premier League on Monday night, the German boss said, "The thing is, it's easy for us to bring in a midfielder, but it's not that easy to bring in the right midfielder. There are monetary reasons and contractual reasons that often go hand in hand. For example, we do not refuse to sign a player if we have a problem with injuries. But it was a completely different situation from the pre-season start where everyone told me we needed a new midfielder and it was about this midfielder. This is a completely different discussion. We didn't need a different midfielder, but if he had the right midfielder then we would have gone too. Now the situation has changed a bit. We have more injuries, it's true. But it still might just be about the right player, and it's not easy. It has nothing to do with the fact that it's August and the transfer window ends at the end of August. Just because it's 2022 and people have contracts until 2024, 2025 and 2026. That's the case and that's why we have to stay calm and solve our problems with the children we have. It's all about solutions, and only one of these solutions is the transfer market, all the other solutions are here," he said. Klopp's team drew with Crystal Palace last night in the eventful match where Darwin Nunez was kicked out in the 57th minute. Liverpool may discover another Aurelien Tchouameni this season. For now, it looks like things will calm down around Anfield for the remainder of the summer transfer window. The decision not to hire another midfielder seems like a slight risk due to the increasing injuries in the midfield and the lack of depth, especially in the department where Fabinho is the only expert. The closest the Reds have come to signing a midfielder is Aurelien Tchouameni, who Liverpool coveted but eventually chose to move from Monaco to Real Madrid instead of Anfield. Liverpool will be disappointed to miss out on a player who, with his ability to play both holding and number 8, could be an ideal option to play in midfield. Missing him, given Klopp's words, means Liverpool can potentially expect a better option, and that could push the club's sporting director back to Monaco once again. The French giants recruited Red Bull Salzburg's Mohamed last week, and the exciting Malian midfielder who has garnered attention in the Champions League for the past few seasons is a similarly ideal profile for Liverpool's playing style. Still relatively young, Camara is a direct replacement for Tchouameni and will try to emulate the midfielder by standing out in Monaco, putting himself in the showcase of a club that is a regular stepping stone for players. Such a transfer from Fabinho to Liverpool, the Brazilian player emerged as a star in Monaco before retiring to Anfield. While Julian Ward hasn't replicated Michael Edwards' feats with a similar transfer from Principality this summer, he may choose to make another attempt with the Camara next summer, perhaps. He'll hope for better luck if he does. One thing is clear for now, Camara is a player to watch. Injuries or not, Liverpool still need protection for Fabinho and Tchouameni's successor may finally have the answers. Jürgen Klopp is interested in Bayern Munich star who could make a fantastic return to the Premier League. According to Spanish sources, Liverpool manager Jürgen Klopp wants to sign Bayern Munich's winger Leroy Sane. The former Manchester City winger joined the German champions in 2020 for a fee of £55 million, but only made 22 league appearances last season. At Bayern Munich, Sane was cut off until Mohamed, who left the Reds with a shocking decision this season, was cast, and he thinks the player can find less time from now on. The move to Anfield is said to cost around £46 million, and Klopp is said to be a huge fan of the winger. Sane spent 4 years in Manchester, during which time he won every domestic trophy ever won in England and won the Young Player of the Year award after City's 2017-2018 season with a record 100 points. While it is strange to see Sane in Liverpool, there is no doubt that the German star will thrive at Merseyside under the influence of Jürgen Klopp. The Reds have had one of the most dangerous attacks in world football in the past few seasons, but the departures of Sadio Mane, Divock Origi and Takumi Minamino have left them deeply sparse. Diogo Jota's hamstring problems have left Liverpool with just two open wingers at Luis Diaz and Mohamed Salah. This transfer will undoubtedly be interesting. Things could turn around as Blackburn Rovers await Liverpool's young star. Blackburn Rovers may have to wait for Sepp van den Berg's loan deal to be approved after Liverpool boss Jürgen Klopp confirms he has two defensive injuries. Rovers are hopeful to add new faces to the roster to strengthen their defensive ranks. Van den Berg is a targeted player and is still expected to make a loan move to Ewood Park. But Rovers may have to wait while Liverpool deal with their own defensive issues. Van den Berg has been on the bench for two Premier League games, including Monday night's Premier League match with Crystal Palace, which drew 1-1. Klopp confirmed that Joel Matip will be off the field for at least 2 weeks and Ibrahim Konate will be off the field. Joe Gomez also currently carries a kick that separates Van den Berg from those who are fully in form as Liverpool's defender. 2 more weeks. I think there will be more, we'll see. The week was crazy. To be honest, it was like there was a witch in the building. Every day someone else was coming out for the craziest reasons. After all, Joey Gomez didn't start and Nat Phillips did really well, said Liverpool boss Matip. I have to say because he just trained again yesterday. He had a little problem at the start of the week. Bobby didn't make it. We heard Hendo this morning that he was a little worried about something if he played too long, so he didn't play that long. This is the situation. It wasn't very cool. But the game we made, I really like it. We want to fight and I've seen that a lot and we played some really good stuff. We put on a lot of good performances. But that's it for now, we're tired. Let's continue, he said.